Everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video tutorial, I am going to demonstrate you how to get the product from the database. So we have to create the list of the product. So I have added some product for display purpose. So now we can add. We already created the view of the list. So just I want to show you what I'm trying to say. We already have the list page of the product. So we already show the create. Now here the list page of the product. So this is the list page of the product. Here I'm going to display all that product are present in our database. So let's start with. So go to index product, then we create one div here, then give the id or name for this div. So I will say product list table. Okay, I will append. Now I'm going to create one JavaScript file for product list. So add new item JavaScript file called product list. Now again go back to the index of the product list. Then so now we can test it is working or not. So dollar function alert product list, just for testing if the product is bind with the product list JS or not, to test. It is help in the debugging. If as you can you freshers, so you should understand. Okay, it will be as you can see the alert will not display. That's mean we have made some mistake in binding the. Then we can just click, so it give the not found. So I can find the issue. We have added the wrong path and wrong file name. Just F2, copy auto, and then paste. So make sure this path is correct. Now you can again run this. Then still again it giving the error. If not giving, now what is the issue here? Okay, the folder name is products. File name is wrong. Then again test. Maybe you cannot face this issue if you give the correct path, but in case if it is not giving the alert, so you can debug in this way. Now it's correct. Now I'm going to write the function. We close other tabs. Now I'm write the function here. Function get products. Get products. Then we can define here function render product list. Now here I make some changes. I'm going to use the product or controller name and define one function get product. This function is need to be implemented. For now I have to just define this product. So the your controller name and your controller method with the method type is post. Now I'm going to create one variable called HTML, or you can say anything, any name. Now I'm rendering the product. Now I can create the table, then open the table and the close. You can use the data table also. We will use in the next demo, but you can use the data table instead of connecting the string. There are many ways you can do this. Then we can write the HTML plus equals to t head, then t body. In the t head, we can define our columns tr. Now product ID first column, then product name second, then product price, then product description. Description, then product active. Now this is the head part, but the body we have a multiple rows, so we have to make the loop in this products. So we are going to use jQuery each dollar dot each product dot product ID, product name, product price, product description is active or not. Now finally I have to append this in our div. So we have already created the div for append here. So we can write dollar product table to the HTML. Now we calling this method in the when the application is load. Now we have to define this method also in controller. So go to the controller, product controller, public get all products. We can use get products, repository, then this and this. So we can passing the data in the data. So we have to make a small modification here. We can pass the data in this way. Now all set to go. We have defined the product controller. We have to set the method also, http get. So I can recap here. We have the index HTML page where we can define our ID. In this div, we are appending the HTML of the table list. Then we include the product list of the JavaScript. Here the JavaScript file, here on load, we are going to call the server side method. Method name is this method. It will be called here in the product repository get all. We am going to use to get the data. Now start running and let's check out it's working or not. In product and then hit enter. So it will not working for some reason. Let's check it out in a debug mode. It giving the error, it giving cannot read the undefined to fix. So it will give you the error on the to fix. So we can just for now it being giving this error for here for decimal round off, but we can remove for the time being. So as you can see, it will coming with a product name, but product ID is undefined, Y is undefined, something is coming and something is undefined. So we can find out what is the reason behind of this. So what should you do? You just copy this and write on the console so you know what data are coming and what is not coming. So console dot log here, so we can just enter and press F2. Here we are fetching the correct way data. As you can see, the product name and product SKU and product price is coming in the lower case. Just observe that. So we can just replace, because jQuery by default make into the camel casing. So we can just fix here to product ID instead of ID. We can going to use ID. Then second one, the ID is reflecting now correctly. Then the price, product price, the product price we have used the wrong field name. This is the reason it's not display, because you use the autocomplete. Now everything, every column is now in the correct way. Okay, so in this way we have successfully displayed the list. In the next video I am going to add two button here for editing or updating the product. So thank you for watching this video.